My name's Dave Derby. I'm from Pittman, New Jersey, and I work at Children's Wear. That's the store that we work at. There's about 7 locations, and this store is located right here in Deptford. This town is awesome for business. When I used to work in Kids R Us before they went out of business, the store that was basically right down the street from here, which is where I want to get our store again, because it's a big, huge store, did awesome. They were not the store that put Kids R Us out of business. We have a history. My father used to actually be the salesman to the owner of this business, okay? And he's now retired. He used to work for Carter's. And that's how the owner of this business, who was the son, the original owner was the father of the son. And the son has taken over the business since the father's passed away. So basically he's been doing this for the longest time. I mean, he's known me since I was like this high, and they used to, back in the day, they used to talk about me playing baseball when I was a little kid. So yeah, so that's pretty much, so that's basically how I got hooked up with this job. I used to work for him about 13, I guess when I was about, I'm 33 now, so I guess I was around 22, 23 when I started working with him. That's how I got into retail. Worked for him for about 3.5 years, went over to Kids R Us, and then jumped back into it. People love to come here. It's been a benefit, I think, always to try to stay in a location like this. The challenge is always going up against the big box retailers. But in the long run, I would just make something clear, and for the people that are out there who possibly might even listen to this, that you really want to try hard to take care of your small businesses, because even though we're small, we might not have as much stuff, and these big boxes are doing well, and we don't want to put them out of business either, because we know they help. You're taking care of families and the people around us, the small companies. You're taking care of these families who are really working hard to keep the businesses alive, and continue to bring your requests to us here at Children's Wear so that we can bring stuff to the table to help you guys out as much as we can with whatever you need. With a store that big and a store that known, it does cause people who drive by to see our store, because anybody coming from, west is going to see our store, because Walmart's only about, like half a mile, 2 miles down the street.
Right.
The downfalls is with a store like Walmart, which is such a big store, with such a variety of things in it, it can hurt our business, because where their clothing is located, which is wrapped in probably somewhere in the middle of the store, people that go there to shop for anything with their kids are more than likely going to see that they sell clothing there. So if they're there already, because there's such a wide variety of things to buy there, they might take that opportunity to go shop there as well, which, their prices are decent. It's like a sandwich effect, pretty much, because for the most part, now everybody that's coming from the west is going to do a lot of their shopping there. I would say for the most part, from what I've heard, that people don't always just go to Walmart to shop for clothes. And a lot of the things that we carry here, Walmart doesn't even have. So, for instance, dresses, tuxedos, infant tuxedos, things that you wouldn't even think of, they don't sell there. So, in that sense, we're unique in our individually, our store, and some of the things that we carry here. But I think it will have an effect. Just this little, this tuxedo over here, this 12-month black tuxedo, that's the type. Quickly grab it if I don't bust up the end here, but you can't get this, you know what I mean, in a lot of places, and the price you're getting it for, $25, man. That's a gorgeous tux. You go to Men's Warehouse, you're gonna pay $120 for a tux to rent it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go wrong. We got great dresses, suits, all kinds of good stuff. So I don't want to go off. A lot of people who come in really say how much they enjoy it here. because of not only the prices but the quality of the store and the product. The prices is huge, but people do like the clothes as well on top of the prices, considering how quickly the kids grow up and grow out of the clothes that they're wearing nowadays. So I don't know where my boss got this, but he bought a Walmart hat. We were messing around with it before, because the idea that they're just so big, we pick up stuff from a lot of different businesses that and I don't know how he got it, but he got his hands on a Walmart hat. They play a big part in it, though. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta do with a store that big. You know what I mean? You're gonna pull business. You know what I mean? There's just no way around it. Everybody shops there. I shop there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't buy clothes there, but there's plenty of other stuff there that I would buy just because the prices are good and we know the product. You know what I mean? It's all name brand. A lot of name brand stuff. So the downfall is that they're not going to have the kind of product that's going to meet a small store. You know what I mean? That could possibly help. They're not going to have what a small store can give you. Because we specify specifically in what we're here for, which is the children's clothing, the layette, the infants, all that good stuff, and we put a lot of effort and time into it. Where if you go there, you're just kind of like getting Now, you know who would hurt us? Babies R Us. That would hurt us. Because then they're almost selling the same stuff that we are. You know what I mean? But you gotta just a location, a section. It's just a section of clothing in there. And people walk by it and they go, okay, let's grab, this for little Joey. It'll help, so we can just add a few things to his closet. Sales are definitely down. They're not as extreme as the economy, I think, as the media may put it, but because we've had some great weekends the past couple weekends. Some of the sales, but they have been down. They're not like where they should be, and they're not going up. So that's kind of why we're questionable as to what's really going on outside, as to why more people aren't coming here. We had questioned maybe there'd be possible the advertising. Maybe it's really not getting out there well enough. The traffic, the idea how far the store is from the street can make it tough for people to actually see our store, because people are really holding back as to what they can spend and what they can't. And I think that in the same case with us, it's like the same thing, Like people will come to the register and they'll have like a handful of stuff, and it's almost like sad, because they'll lay the stuff down and then they'll kind of go, I'm not going to take this, I'm not going to take this, and then they'll be down, they went from like 5 items down to like 2 items, because they know they just can't afford it. And so that's kind of what it looks like out there right now, for the most part. In a lot of cases, let's say that. Yeah, it's tough, man. That's tough. There's actually this really cool thing me and this other guy, he goes to, hey, hon. And they go to a meeting, and it's located right at the police station. And once a month they have a meeting and they talk about all the businesses that are coming in. And that would actually be really cool for you to sit in on, because then you can ask a lot of questions. And these people, I'm actually going to start going to the meetings. They start May 20th. And they talk about like the different businesses that are coming in, what are some good things to do to help the businesses and that kind of stuff. So it also lets you know who's coming in, and what's making it, what's not. They got gorgeous guitars in there. Walmart ain't going to sell a guitar like that.